Not even her dog. It's my dog! She's taking my dog!
Don Adams, best known for his comedic role as Maxwell Smart on the hit TV series Get Smart, had an eventful and challenging experience in the U.S. Marine Corps during World War II. Adams, whose real name was Donald James Yarmy, was born in New York City on April 13, 1923. His time in the military, particularly his service in the Pacific Theater, shaped his life in many ways and had a significant influence on his later career in entertainment. Adams enlisted in the United States Marine Corps after the attack on Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941. Like many young Americans, he was motivated by a sense of duty and patriotism to serve his country. At just 19 years old, Adams reported to the 1st Training Battalion in New River, North Carolina, and was assigned to I Company of the 3rd Battalion, 8th Marines. He was eager to contribute to the war effort. However, the realities of combat in the Pacific would turn out to be far more brutal than he or most enlistees could have anticipated. In May 1942, Adams's unit was shipped to Samoa for jungle warfare training before landing on Guadalcanal in August 1942. Adams served with the Marines in the Pacific Theater, a brutal campaign marked by intense and often horrifying combat. His experience on Guadalcanal, a pivotal and notoriously difficult campaign, was particularly formative. The harsh jungle conditions, relentless tropical diseases, and heavy combat against Japanese forces made Guadalcanal one of the most challenging environments of the Pacific War. During his service, Adams contracted malaria, a disease that would stay with him for much of his life, causing recurring symptoms long after he returned home. The Pacific Theater was known for its grueling conditions, and Adams' experiences, like all the Marines who fought there, were harrowing. The intense psychological and physical challenges affected him deeply, shaping his perspective on life. The Marines endured ambushes, food shortages, and harsh environmental conditions that tested their endurance and resilience. Adams' time spent in this theater of war contributed to his strong sense of camaraderie and loyalty to his fellow servicemen, a trait he would carry with him throughout his life. Adams faced one of the most traumatic experiences of his life on Guadalcanal, and suffering from malaria, was evacuated from the battlefield and ultimately given a ticket home. Adams did not speak publicly in detail about his illness, but the incident had been severe enough to warrant him being sent to a New Zealand hospital. On his recovery, Adams returned the States, where he served as a Marine drill instructor, holding the rank of corporal. He was an expert marksman and was noted for his competence. Following his evacuation, Adams spent time recovering from his injuries. The combination of his combat wounds and chronic malaria meant that he was unable to return to active duty. Like many veterans, he struggled to reintegrate into civilian life after experiencing such intense trauma in the war, but he eventually found an outlet for his experiences in comedy. Adams's sense of humor, honed as a coping mechanism during his challenging years in the Marines, became an asset in his post-war career. After the war, he pursued stand-up comedy, drawing on his sharp wit and comedic timing. His military experiences helped shape his brand of humor, which often included an element of self-deprecation and satire. This humor would become his trademark in the years to come. In the 1960s, Adams found his big break with Get Smart, a comedy series created by Mel Brooks and Buck Henry that satirized the spy genre. Playing Maxwell Smart, the bumbling secret agent, Adams used his comedic skills to create one of television's most iconic characters. His deadpan delivery, clever one-liners, and physical comedy made Get Smart a huge success, and Adams's portrayal of Smart became legendary. The character's comical mishaps and refusal to take himself too seriously resonated with audiences, many of whom were veterans themselves and appreciated Adams's irreverent humor. Don Adams's time in the Marines had a profound influence on his life and career. His wartime experiences gave him a sense of perspective that he carried into his performances. The discipline, resilience, and camaraderie he developed in the Marines translated into a deep work ethic and a loyalty to his colleagues in the entertainment industry. Many people who worked with Adams noted his professionalism and dedication, qualities that were undoubtedly shaped by his military service. Adams continued to honor his military background throughout his life, often participating in veterans events and supporting causes related to the Marine Corps. Though he did not often speak publicly about his combat experiences, he expressed his pride in his service and the role the Marine Corps played in shaping him. His legacy, both as a Marine and as an entertainer, reflects the resilience and humor that defined his life. An avid gambler, according to his longtime friend Bill Dana, Adams could be very devoted to his family if you reminded him about it, but Don's whole life was focused around gambling. Adams died on September 25, 2005, at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles, California. He suffered from lymphoma and a lung infection. His health had declined after the death of his daughter Cecily. Before his death, Adams had joked about not wanting a mournful funeral, preferring, he said, to have his friends get together and bring me back to life. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider hitting the like and subscribe buttons. If you have a thought on Don Adams, drop a comment below.